For 20 years, Mike's one goal was running a major market radio station. After 2 decades of clawing his way up, the offer was finally in his hand, the finish line. Then, a complete stranger asked him a simple question that made him throw his entire dream in the trash. And the reason why will probably surprise you. To get why he'd walk away, you have to see what he was walking toward. His career was built in just saying yes to the next rung on the ladder. It took him from his tiny hometown up the corporate ladder at huge companies. This job wasn't just a title. It was validation. It was proof that the kid who hid from a chaotic home life in a radio booth had finally won. It was the reward for decades of treating his personal life and his own well-being like acceptable losses. All he had to do was sign. The final interview was just a victory lap. Afterward, while waiting for a car, a man, probably in his late 60s, stood nearby. Was it all worth it? And just like that, his car arrived and he was gone, leaving me on the sidewalk with that one question hanging in the air. That one question kicked off an avalanche. For 20 years, his ambition had been a shield. He never stopped to ask if he even liked the climb. Suddenly, he wasn't seeing a highlight reel. He was seeing a blooper reel of sacrifices. He'd been so busy chasing professional success that he hadn't noticed it left him completely isolated. On one side, the title and the money. On the other, a life he hadn't been living. For the first time, the price of the dream just seemed too high. The next morning, Mike called the company, his hand literally shaking. The voice on the other end was cheerful, ready for his yes. He took a deep breath and told them he couldn't take the job. They asked if it was about the money. Mike just said it was personal. How could he explain that a stranger had just dismantled his life's work in 7 words? Hanging up that phone was terrifying and liberating. For the first time in 20 years, Mike wasn't climbing. He was just standing still, and that felt more than okay. It took a stranger to make Mike ask if the prize was worth the pain. So I'll ask you the same thing. What's one dream you're chasing, and what has it cost you? Let me know in the comments below. So, what was the surprise reason Mike turned it all down? It wasn't for a better job, it was for nothing. Or, more accurately, for the freedom to figure out what Mike actually wanted, not what he was told he should want. Since that day, Mike has focused on building a life that feels like his. It turns out, the ultimate career goal isn't a job title. It's finding a way to be whole. And sometimes, you have to be brave enough to climb down the ladder and just start walking. This is Bold Soul Stories, where courage begins by not giving up.